Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Ayushi, tell me a brief about yourself.
Yes, sir. My name is Ayushi, and I belong from Bikangaon, Madhya Pradesh. And after completing my schooling, I started my graduation in civil engineering from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore. Alongside my graduation, I did internship at initial project phase of construction of district court under PWD project. After that, I got selected as the apprentice at Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, Indore, New IRD. My my experience at HPCL has sparked my interest in pursuing my career in public sector. After my apprenticeship, I started preparing for government exams and other PSC exams. And my hobbies include reading, writing, and sometimes I do I do yoga and pranayam also. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Ayushi. So, you do yoga. Tell me the name of 5 asanas
Yes,
that
sir.
you know.
Yes, sir. So I prefer doing Vajrasan after my lunch or dinner. Then after in the morning I prefer Parvatasan and Siddhasan
Okay.
and
So, what
Shirshasana.
is the difference between Garudasana and Vajrasan?
Yes, sir. Vajrasan is we perform Vajrasan by folding our legs and resting our lower part on our legs, which actually improves our digestion process. And I'm still not aware about Garudasan. I will read upon that, sir.
Okay, fine, fine, no problem. Now, tell me, how was your experience as a GAT in HPCL?
Yes, sir. Being a GAT at HPCL actually opened my
Which
perspective
SBU?
about
You ended which
oil and industry,
SBU?
oil and um, it was Indore division. I'm not aware of
Which
the word that
business
is
unit? Which
SBU,
business unit?
and it was
Which
inland.
department?
So in yes, sir. So actually, I explored operations, planning, and maintenance. Also, I assisted my senior HSC manager in various firefighting activities. Sometimes mock drills also happen in depot. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, you mentioned the term firefighting, right? So, now tell me, how do you
Yes,
take
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
firefighting measures on a depot?
Uh, uh, are you asking? Kisa, can I ask question
Yes, yes, yes.
that uh, on the daily basis or like, I'm not clear about the question you are asking, sir.
I'm asking about the firefighting measures that you take, that you know, while you were on duty in the depot.
Yes, sir. So actually, firefighting equipments are there according to the project we handle. For example, if we are handling ethanol, we will be requiring AFFF solution because ethanol fire because for extinguishing ethanol fire, simple water or sand we cannot use. For that, we have to use AFFF solution. And there are other firefighting facilities also like HVLR, that is high volume long range monitor, and water cum foam monitor, and foam pourers, and fire hoses, and also some sand buckets are there to extinguish fire.
Okay, have you heard about the two different types of fire extinguishers? One is the CO2 type extinguisher, and other is the dry powder type. So, have you heard these terms?
Yes, sir, I have heard this term.
What is the difference between these two?
Um, so can I make a guess? I'm not quite sure about.
Okay, okay, yes, yes, try.
Sir, in CO2 type of fire extinguisher, there is to extinguish fire, we use CO2. Basically, we need a different medium to disconnect fire with the oxygen. because as we know that to catch fire we require three things to basically to complete a fire triangle, that is source of fire, product, and oxygen. So basically, to extinguish any type of fire, we have to disconnect with the oxygen medium. So in case of CO2 firefight, CO2 extinguisher, we use CO2 as a medium to disconnect with oxygen. And in case of a dry powder, we use a dry powder to, with the same understanding that
So what are the different types of flammable liquids? Hello?
Liquid.
Yeah, flammable substances. What are the different types?
Uh, we can distinguish a flammable liquid on the basis of their flash point.
Okay, so tell.
It's a, that is a class A product, which
Mm,
comes under the class A product, which has a flash point lower than 23-degree centigrade. For example, ethanol, motor spirit, and high-speed diesel. And there are other also like class B products, which has a flash point in between 23-degree centigrade to 63 or 65-degree centigrade. And there are class C products which has a flash point more than 63-degree centigrade. And there are other excluded class product which are not considered as a flammable because they are having their flash point more than 63-degree centigrade.
fine. Yeah, good answer. Okay, your background is civil engineering.
So,
So which subject do you like the most?
so I like building materials and
Mm,
soil mechanics and environmental engineering.
okay, fine. What are the different types of stones do you know?
Yes, sir. Uh, on the basis of their um, on the basis of their origin, on the basis of their origin, that is,
Okay.
mm, uh, can I relate it with rocks?
Yes. Stone is also part of rock, na?
It's igneous rocks, metamorphic rock, and sedimentary rocks.
Have you seen any stone masonry structure?
Yes, sir,
Which
I
one?
have seen. I'm not clear about the name of them, but yes, the old forts in Rajasthan I have seen. They were made up
Mhm.
of stone.
Which
Yes,
stone?
sir.
Do you know the name?
I think, sir, it will be igneous because igneous rocks have more strength than any other. Like for example, if you talk about sedimentary or
Mm,
metamorphic, so I believe that it will be igneous. And if I am wrong, I will read upon that, sir.
Okay. What is the compressive strength of a stone?
Sorry, sir, I can't recall right now.
Okay, fine, no issues. Okay. What is the criteria of water that we used in our construction process?
Yes,
What
sir.
are the quantities of water that you will look? Do you use
So,
seawater?
no, sir. Okay. For
Okay.
the water to be used in construction, firstly, it have a pH. It should not have pH less than 6. Otherwise, it
Why?
will affect. Yes, sir. If the water we are using is having pH less than 6, it will actually affect the hydration process of sea, it will cause corrosion if we use as we
Mm,
know that we use steel. And also we have to check our water which is going to be used in construction, that there are permissible limits of inorganic material, sulfur content, and chloride content also, sir.
okay, fine, good. Now tell me the name examples of some accelerating admixtures.
Yes, sir. Calcium chloride is
Mm.
one of accelerating admixture we use.
Now, if I ask how does it do, then what will be your answer?
Yes, sir. Um, uh, Sir, accelerating admixture decreases the setting time, and because of that, hydration process will uh, happens at a faster rate, which will eventually result in faster rate of setting, and also with not it will not affect its the workability also, sir, because admixture the admixture we are using is only for increasing its performance, not to decrease any other property of cement we are using.
Okay, fine. Okay. Next question I would like to ask you from the soil mechanics. So tell me the difference between the two terms, active earth pressure and passive earth pressure.
Yes, sir. Active earth pressure is a term we define in case of retaining walls. When a retaining wall is holding backfill um, at any other side, and the wall is actually going away from the backfill. In that case, on the wall, a minimum earth pressure will act, and the pressure is called as a active earth pressure. And in case of passive earth pressure, the backfill will go on the opposite side, and in this case, also the retaining wall will act on that backfill. The backfill, and in that case, we will see that a maximum pressure acting on the wall, and this is we call as a passive earth pressure.
Now tell me one thing. If suppose a wall is there, okay, and here backfill is there. So you are telling ki the backfill is moving towards the direction of uh, sorry, the wall is moving towards the direction of backfill in case of passive earth pressure, right?
So,
Right now. But how does it move? Like what forces it to move?
yes, sir. It is actually happens because of the surcharge acting over a backfill. Surcharge acting over a backfill. If the surcharge acting on a backfill, it is actually acting on a minor principal plane in that case. So I may
Okay,
go wrong, sir.
good try. Okay, good try. Okay, now next question is just a second. So tell me something about the designing of dam. How do you design a dam?
Yes, sir. To design a dam, firstly, we have to consider all the dead loads are coming in the picture.
Okay. Now,
Dam.
except tell me just the loads that you consider during the design of a dam.
Yes, sir. The dead load of the body, the
Yes.
dam body, and the water pressure acting on the dam wall,
Hmm.
and the uplift force acting, because the water will going to seep from the lower part of existing soil. That will is uplift
So you
pressure.
build dam on sea. You feeling a bit nervous when you ask about your the different types of you should have between these two extinguishers. So you started explaining about the causes of fire. The explanation you gave was very good, but be specific and try to answer to the specific. Okay. And I felt you felt a little bit stuck in identifying the different classes of flammable substances.
Yes.
Okay, so you try to answer that well because you have worked in the IRD, so you should have a proper knowledge of that. Okay. Some people may ask that what work did you do in this as a being a GAT there. Okay. And then also you being a technical, if you're telling that your building materials is strong, then stones are already very strong substances. So why are they strong? The main reason is the strength. So you should have an idea. Yes, for there's a stone, like the strength of a stone usually greater than 60 to 70 MPa. Okay, so that is why we have used it. Okay. And you should also tell the name of the structures. There are many monuments and ancient structures built of stones, like Taj Mahal or Victoria. If you have been there too, then you must have known that. Okay. Even if
Yes.
you're MP, Golconda Fort and other, there are various forts in MP as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you had a good try. Okay. And your civil engineering concepts are absolutely good. Just you need to go into the depth. Okay, you
Yes.
know about the forces that are acting on the dam, but if I ask you the direction, then you will feel a little bit nervous, because at that point of time you will have to answer that question very well. Okay, so
Okay,
you will
sir.
have to prepare it thoroughly. I have not tried to grill you by asking the direction of the earthquake forces and all on acting on the dam, but I know that if once you try, you will answer that. Okay, so don't feel nervous, be confident in your answer. Okay. Yeah, that was all from my side. If I would have to give you on a scale of 10, then I would have given you 8 of 10. Okay. So you have a scope of improvement as well. Okay.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
I have one question.
Okay. Tell,
Not
tell.
one, many. Uh, sir, just say technical subject, I have मतलब बेसिक नॉलेज होना
Hmm.
चाहिए, हम एग्जाम क्लियर करने लिए उतना है, बट टू के लिए प्रिपेयर करें तो सब्जेक्टिवली चीजों को एक्सप्लेन करने में थोड़ा सा एक उसको
Answer
कैसे
the
ओवरकम
subjective
करें?
questions. Need to answer the subjective way. So you once you have the thorough knowledge of all the things, then you will be confident in answering this. Okay. If you have read only about the forces, see, even I have when I was preparing, so I remember the if I tell that the what forces acting on the RAM, then I could easily recall, yes, on this page it was the first one was the, then it was the authority, then you will be able to give the sign.
तो
So
जीएटी का जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस था वो मैंने बहुत सारे डिपार्टमेंट में एक्चुअली सर द थिंग इज दैट वहां पर हमें रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं दी गई थी कि आपको ये चीजें करनी है, बट पहले इंटरेस्ट था इसलिए वी हैव एक्सप्लोर्ड एवरी डिपार्टमेंट देयर, प्लानिंग आल्सो, बट नॉट इन द डेप्थ बिकॉज वी वर नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इट, वी वर जस्ट अलाउड टू गो देयर एंड जस्ट सी व्हाटएवर
so
हैपनिंग देयर.
just mention in detail about that department which you have in which you have worked more. Okay, if you have worked as a part of planning departments, then focus on that. Because they will expect, they are already expert in that area. Okay, so once you tell ki, yes, I have worked in planning department, out of the 8 interview panel members who will be there, 1 or 2 must be from who had either been to the planning department or is currently from that department. Okay, so he may ask questions about that department in depth. Okay,
यस सर.
so the department in which you have worked more, in which you feel more confident, should be given the priority. Okay.
आई थिंक मैं इफ आई प्रिपेयर इन एनी पॉइंट इन लाइक मैं कोई सा भी पॉइंट प्रिपेयर कर लूंगी तो आई बिलीव मैं वहां पर डिलीवर कर दूंगी, तो मैं पूछ रही हूँ कि सर विच डिपार्टमेंट हैज मोर स्कोप टू गेट मार्क्स फ्रॉम ऑब्जर्वर?
See, there is nothing like that. Okay, to get more marks. But
नॉट
and you
मोर लाइक
will be,
डिसेंट मार्क्स.
so, and if you tell that you have worked in this operations department, then they may give you SOD like that department. Okay, so it's better that you try avoiding the exact work of the department. Okay, you tell just ki you have work here and here, you know the work here and here. Okay, and if they ask you
Yes,
the interest, then you can properly tell ki, yes, I want to go in this and this. Okay.
like for example quality quantity check of ethanol, I can say I have
Mhm.
performed.
Yes,
And
that is
also like firefighting facilities, I think because I have performed mock drills there, And
Yes.
the officer
Yes,
was very
the
supportive.
knowledge of your firefighting was very good. I like that. Okay. So it shows that yes, you have dedicated your knowledge towards learning the firefighting equipment, and safety is of prime concern in any industry. Okay.
Yes, yes. I was thinking about to keep it in a main content of my
Yes.
experience.
Good.
Okay. So, matlab, the description we have got from Margdarshan, it says like only 2 interviews can be there. So, can we arrange more?
So you discuss this thing with the Margdarshan team. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe Jayesh can answer
Yes,
if you want.
yes, सर इन्हें अगर सर एक्स्ट्रा इन्हें अगर ज्यादा मार्क्स चाहिए तो सर ये लोग एनरोल कर सकते हैं, है ना? राइट?
Fine. As
मुझे
it
बता
suits
दीजिएगा,
you. Okay.
आयुषी यू पर्सनली मैसेज मी, ओके, दैट देन आई विल डिस्कस दैट थिंग,
Okay.
ओके? फाइन.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Fine, Ayushi. Any other question?
No, sir. Okay.
Ayushi, you seems very happy, right? Connecting with Margdarshan, okay? So give me a second.
Yeah.
I will just record it, okay?
Jayesh, I will be just back in 2 minutes. The